So hello everyone, welcome to our code. So this is our code for major activity 4.1. So as you can see, we have our header files. So a first header file is the standard input output.h, which is responsible for the printf, scanf, and etc. Then sharp include string.h, responsible for the string length, string compare, string joins, so etc. And then sharp includes standard library.h, so responsible for the malloc and reloc. So we use those functions. So we have here so as you can see, we have here two function that we're going to use to our program. So this is a clean word and swap. So we're going to explain that later. So let's proceed to our main function. So this is our int main. So as you can see, we have here so far four variable declarations. So this is character paragraph, which is responsible to store the user's input, and we have here the um, char words, which is equals to null. So this is responsible to a dynamically allocated array of strings to store each unique word. So then next is pointer count equals to null. So a dynamically allocated array to store how many times each corresponding words appears. And then we have here int count equals to 0. So this is responsible to keep tracks of the number of unique words found. So yeah, so as we go down, this is our um, let's can so these are get the user's input. So we use fgets to get the user input to store it in the paragraph co- character. So it reads the full line of input and including spaces from the user, then prints the raw input for confirmation. So then, as you notice, we have also here the uh, a line of code to remove the new line of the user's input, because sometimes I not sometimes always when user input a line of text and then enter the paragraph, or the paragraph also include the new line. So it will eventually the the new line character. So it has additional line. So we don't want that thing. So we remove the new line and add it to the if gets and at the end of the input. So as you can see, we have your string lower. So this is responsible to turn the user input into lowercase, because we don't know if the user will input also a capital letter, which is the uppercase. So it converts the entire input string to lowercase. So instead of hello, it will turn to hello, which is uppercase to lowercase. So that is our string lower. This is our line do. And then, as you know, in our previous activity, I didn't use string lower because it is a non-standard function, so it's not actually available to other or the new compilers now. Just the like the Turbo, C Sharp, or C++ for some Microsoft environment. So it's not recommended. So either way, we're going to try this because it's easier, because the last activity is kind of, it's such a long line of code to make the user's input to lowercase. So let's proceed here and below. So we have here a string token. So it splits the string into words using space, then tabs, and then new line as delimiters. So we have here paragraph and then the delimiters. So let's proceed to our loop. So I use while loop. So this is where the program starts processing each word. So before anything else, it calls the clean word function to remove any punctuation from the token. So we have here a function call. So let's proceed to the function definition. So here is, so this is our function definition. So it is a function that does not return any value. So we have a parameter here. So it's a character pointer to word, pointer word. So so this function loops through each word of the each character of the word, and it keeps only letters. So it ignores punctuation and numbers, and it then copies the clean word back to original variable. So example, if we have a hello here, so hello and then punctuation, so it will turn into hello only. So it only accepts letters. So let's back to the main. So as you can see, we have our if. So so it checks if the clean token is not empty. So found is used to track if this word already exists in our list of words. So yeah, and then our loop. So our loop is so this loop loops through the words array, and then if the word is already stored, increment its corresponding counts, which is the counts, and scan then increment and mark found equals to 1. So then break. So if the word is new or is was not found, we resize the words and counts using relock. So this is a relock. So we use relock to make space for the new word, then allocate memory for the new word, then store the new word and set its count to 1, and then increase the total word count. So it will increment. And then we have here the align for the get the next word using string token. So here's so earlier we used paragraph, but now we use null, and then we have the delimiters of space, new tab, and new line. So for our next step is sort the words alphabetically. So this is the simple bubble sort. So the it compares word using string compare. Then if words I comes after word J in the alphabet, it swaps them. So we use function. So this is the swap. So we use a function swap function. So let's go to the function definition. So this is our function definition. So we have void just does not return any value. So these are parameters. So each of these parameters will swaps two pointers to words, which is the pointer A and B, and their corresponding counts, which is the pointer CA and int pointer CB. So this keep both the word and the frequency match together when sorted. And then when it's sorted, then we display the word frequencies. So how frequent the word is. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3. Depends on the user's input. So we have here, so print each word left aligned in 15 character with and its frequency. So freeze the dynamic so it frees the dynamically allocated memory used for words. Then return 0, which return to success. So ends of the main function. So that is my code. Do you like to want the output?
So this is my sample output of my program. So um, let's paste this. So as you can see, it able to count the number of how frequent the word is. So this is the sample output. So here we have brown word which is appear once in the sentence, and then dog which is appear two times, and then fox and jumps and lazy, and then we also have the da which appear three times. So that is my sample output. Thank you.